Welcome back to our another new notebook. I'm Case Wilbanks, joined with Bob Sissel. He's a Navy veteran, a Vietnam veteran, was one of our veterans on the last flight, the South Plains Honor Flight, and that's what we're raising money for tomorrow during our telethon. So we hope you will join us, and we asked Bob to come in to tell us about your experience last year because we want folks to donate and make this trip possible again. So what was it like for you to go last year?
The experience up there in Washington, D.C. was, for me, life-changing. It was a very eye-opening experience. I got to meet some of the best people in the world, being as they were fellow veterans, with the many stories and opportunities that they had to tell about. But it was just great.
Yeah, we get all those veterans together, of course, to go on this flight. 3 days in Washington, D.C., around the nation's capital, and 2 nights at a great hotel. We were traveling on buses. Of course, that all costs money to make that happen. So what would you say to people who may have the means to donate and make this trip possible for more veterans like you to go next year and the years after?
If you can, please donate, because it helps so many. As we know, many of the veterans are retirees with a limited income or a fixed income, and it really helps them a lot. They might be using this or applying it as closing a chapter in their life, or to listen to all those stories just like I talked about, or for several reasons. Whatever the reason it might be, it is well worth it. So please help them out. You're not going to be helping me out. I've already made that trip, and I got a smile on my face because of it. But you can help many veterans.
Yeah, and you were talking about you got lots of pictures there in the nation's capital to look back on and remember this experience. It's free for our veterans to go on this trip, so we want to make sure that we can get as many more veterans. We prioritize our World War II, Vietnam, Korea War veterans to go on this flight, but of course any veterans are able to apply for this trip. Going to the Vietnam Wall, was that a moving experience for you?
It most certainly was, because there was 3 veterans on that wall that I went to high school with, that I was able to look up their names and get etchings from that. And and it's so strange you mentioned that Vietnam Wall. While I was standing there, one of the veterans behind me said something that I'll never forget. He said, "Well, we did what we did so that you can do what you do."
Exactly.
And it is so true.
And we're so grateful for your service and the sacrifice, of course, of your friends that you saw on that wall. Many names on that wall that you guys are able to bring those names back. And as you said, maybe provide a little bit of closure for y'all and for many more veterans. So please join us tomorrow as our South Plains Honor Flight Telethon. We have information right now at kcbd.com, the number to call. You can also text. I know that number is Honor1. Text that to 53555, and you can make a donation. So Bob, thank you so much for your service and for being here.
I was going to say, please give me a call. I'll be here at 6
Exactly.
a.m.
He's going to be here at 6 in the morning, so please give him a call. Thanks so much, Bob. Stay with us. We'll be right back.